when we first came in, we were in like RV trailers, like fancy RV trailers. There was two Musketeers to a trailer, and yeah, I think it was during the pilot, and they were all their back ends were backed up against Great Movie Ride, but it was they were lined up what is now Pixar Street. So we basically, our camp was like Pixar Street. Our wardrobe department was there.
Yeah.
We had a school close by in there. We had a rehearsal studio close by in there. All different kind of portable buildings that were set up on that street. That was all off limits. And even when the park opened, that was still off limits. That Pixar Street opened up later, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was actually a cast member at the studios as in character entertainment from 95 to 99-ish, somewhere in there. So, you know, even just walking back there, knowing you guys have been back there, I was like, this is like the greatest thing ever.
I mean, we were there when even all the big around the lake, and before there was water in the lake. I mean, there was I remember Jennifer McGill's mom taking her station wagon, you know, the kind where you could like sit in the back, the kind, you know, where there's like the random kid in the back. And we took it, and she's like, I'm going this way, I don't care, you know what I mean? And they literally weren't doing construction at that time. They all went home or something. It was later in the day. But she took it literally around the lake, like around in front of Great Movie Ride. It was all dirt. It was just all dirt, and, you know, just kind of checking out all the amazing stuff that was going on. So yeah, it was, not only was it fun to grow up in that park, but to watch it kind of grow. I mean, I remember sitting in school. I have this random memory sitting in school watching them with the crane put the swan on the Swan and Dolphin, you know, because we could see it from our window out of our school, you know, and you're just like, whoa, this is crazy. You know? And they'd use us as guinea pigs to ride the rides. They'd be like, okay, we need you to ride Star Tours now. We got, you know, Tower of Terror is open, so who's gonna come? You know.
Yeah. Did you realize then, like, how cool that was? I mean, were you able to put it into perspective at that point of like, this is kind of amazing?
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part was just not to kind of get in trouble, you know what I mean? Because it was so, we're still kids, so
yeah,
you know, it's real easy to like. We'd be in school, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go get an English muffin at craft services, which is like this little small walk across the bridge.
Yeah.
So you're already thinking they're gonna think I'm gonna be gone maybe 10, 15 minutes. And but I'll come back and tell them I went to the restroom too, or whatever. But you know, immediately we'll meet somebody else, and all of a sudden we're running through the gate, and we're riding the Great Movie Ride and riding back, coming back.
Yeah.
Or you know, we see a girl and we're trying to like, hey, let's get her phone number. We got to get her phone number. You know.
Yeah.
All things that we should have never have been doing, but looking back, you know, pretty innocent.
Yeah.
You know? We did run into the back because, like I said, our trailers were against that wall.
Yeah.
That is the side of the Man's Chinese Theater.
Right.
So there's doors there.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, we're like, all right, and we'd sneak in. We're like, oh, someone's coming.
Yeah.
You know, and we go through, and we found our way into the gangster scene. So you know, when the tourists come by, we like pose.
Yeah.
And then we'd run out of there and laugh. And I always joked that, like, thank God we didn't find our way into the Western scene with all the fire or something.
Yeah, right.
But I'm sure we would have gotten in real big trouble because you know, they don't play around with safety. If you were a cast member, you know,
Yeah.
they don't joke around with safety or going indoors you're not supposed to go in.
Right. Yeah.
But we were kids, so
yeah.
I'm sure we had a little bit of a license.
Yeah. That's true. So when you all were brought together, I mean, did you all just hit it off right away, or did they kind of do some, I don't even know, like some role-playing games, team building? Yeah, like to make the connections?
We weren't all brought in at the same time.
Okay.
Most of us were. We kind of started with a rehearsal. We kind of jumped us right into some rehearsals, and so some of us had met, and then later on in that week, they did a huge picnic, and it was at Fort Wilderness actually. Okay. And we did this huge barbecue and met everybody, met the parents, met the cast, and yeah, it was wild. I mean, most of us hit it off pretty quickly. And like I said, I was used to that kind of community from, you know, Oklahoma, so I recognized we all had common ground. This was going to be real fun. Yeah. And I already knew Jen, and I already knew Tiffany. But there is a funny story where me and Damon, like when me and Damon first saw each other, you know, I was like, who is this jackass? Like, you know, because he came in firing like on all cylinders. He's like, hey buddy, how are you? I love you, brother. And you know that, and that's totally him. That's his dad is like that, and he's literally like a little Phil. He's like his dad. And but to me, I was like, what is going on right now? This guy's like came in like a tornado. He came in like he owned the place, and he's never met any of us, right? Yeah. And I was coming from Oklahoma, and I remember I had like, that was when I had like friendship bracelets all on my arm and like weird rings that I had made with safety pins, and like I think I had snakeskin boots on with like ripped jeans. I was looking very rock and roll Oklahoma, like just I don't know what I was like. So I remember him like looking at me like going, who is this idiot with the snakeskin boots, right? And of course, within the day, we had our arms around each other and loving each other. And it's like, even Damon has that as a talent. That Damon's talent is one of the best talents ever. And he can literally walk in a room and he can make people who want to hate him love him. It's the most amazing talent. But at that party, interestingly enough, and this hasn't really ever been talked about, but at that party, breaking news. Yeah. At that party, back then, they used to take you on a tram from the front of Fort Wilderness into the back, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Now you get on a bus, I think. But back then you get on trams, so we were, or maybe because it was private to us, we had trams. They put us on a tram and trammed us over there to the area. But when I left Oklahoma, knowing all these random different people, some of those guys were rappers, a group of rappers, these three guys, and they at my going away party, they rapped me this Mickey Mouse Club rap, you know, like you know, I can't even remember it, but you know, and but it was like, you know, the Mickey Mouse wishing you good luck. It was just it was kind of cheesy, but it was what people were doing. It was very Run DMC. Yeah. And so we were screwing around on that tram while we were riding, and me and Damon were beatboxing back and forth, and we started rapping the rap for the Mickey Mouse Club thing. You know, oh my goodness, who's the leader of the club? And we were doing that while the other one was beatboxing, and we kept doing that. And Albert wasn't there yet. We met Albert later on. He came into the apartment complex because they said another guy's coming, and we were like, oh my god. And then Albert came in, and of course he fit right in like a glove with Damon and I. We couldn't really separate us. But yeah, that's kind of how that rap started. And some of the producers were listening to us, and they reminded us. They were like, you guys should do that after the song. And we were like, okay, yeah, sure. Of course.